getting active is one of the keys to being healthy, being happy, and being healthy not just in fitness but also mentally as well. There's nothing that's better for you than getting yourself up and getting active, and ParticipACTION has been teaching us well for many years. Christa joins me here at danceScape in Burlington because ParticipACTION has that push on once again to get us up off our behinds.
Absolutely. It's been a very long history for ParticipACTION in encouraging people to be more physically active, and with all kinds of activities. And I think when we see something like this going on, ballroom dancing, it's something that we may not traditionally think of to be active.
Yes.
But it's great physically, it's great socially, it's great psychologically. There's friendships that are involved, so it's an all-around wonderful activity.
Yeah, there has been that tendency when we think physical activity, we automatically think often of solitary activities, of running, of weightlifting. These are all great things.
Yes.
But it's a shame that we sometimes close our mind off to them. There's so many ways that we can get active.
Absolutely, and I think there are so many options for so many different personalities. So some people really like the solitude of running or walking or getting on their bike and doing that kind of a sort of planned physical activity. And then there are these classes such as ballroom, such as Tai Chi, yoga, different kinds of dance classes, like other kinds of dance classes. You know, things like kickboxing are becoming big, all of the boot camps. So people still like the traditional fitness, but there are all of these different examples. And then we also have to think about for people who may not love to do something very organized, they might like to do things like just fitting physical activity into their daily routine. So walking to the store, getting off a subway or a bus stop a little bit earlier.
Well, I was going to say, and especially too, there are many people that have different physical limitations, whether it be because of health or whatever.
Yes.
And we can't, there may be some limitation in the scope of what we can do. We shouldn't limit ourselves in terms of getting up and getting active.
Absolutely. And, you know, there's physical activity contributes to, or physical inactivity contributes to over 25 chronic diseases. So there are almost no conditions or diseases that somebody has that they cannot incorporate physical activity into their routine. And what we do need to do in our communities is ensure that people have access to physical activity. So whether they have a physical disability or financial constraint, that there are always opportunities, and our communities need to work together to do that.
And we need this for all ages as well. I mean, there's been such a, in the however many past years, that rise in especially childhood obesity, and this is just going to lead into later life. I guess the earlier we get started, the better.
It's absolutely true. We actually know that in Canada, only 13% of Canadian children are meeting Canada's physical activity guidelines.
And that's a shame.
It's shocking when you think about it. And unfortunately, too, adults and parents often think that their children are more active than they actually are. But when we have an 87% rate of kids inactive, we really need to be thinking about, again, what are the opportunities for kids when they're at school, when they're at home, and when they're in their communities.
And what's ParticipACTION's role in getting people active?
ParticipACTION is the national voice of physical activity and sport participation, and our vision actually is quite a big vision, and we work with partners to achieve it, which is to get to be the most physically active country on earth. We want Canadians to be the most active on earth. So we actually have three main areas of responsibility. One is what we're very well known for, which is our ads, of which Robert is a key part. So it's getting the message out to Canadians to say, we want you to be active, here are the benefits, here's why it's fantastic, here's opportunities that you can do to be active, and then again, encouraging our society to make it easier to be physically active.
Well, you do it well,
Thank
you do it well, and it's through your ads that, here at Real Life, we were introduced to Robert. It's over there. So, Christa, what do you say? We grab Robert. I'm going to chat with him for a couple of minutes about his
He's been fantastic.
Okay,
great.
Let's go get him.
All right.
Come with me. Robert.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Thanks so much for dropping in. Really appreciate it.
Now, this is so much fun.
It is,
you are part of one of ParticipACTION's
That's right, that's right. I'm really excited about that. They heard about my story through ParticipACTION.com, how Beverley and I were a three-time Canadian, two-time North American amateur standard champions, and what we were doing to inspire people at the local and level. So.
And now the ad is available on the website, but just briefly, your story is?
My story is that my parents decided to take competitive dancing, originally from Malaysia, and my sister and I followed them to a competition. Got inspired by them, actually. Decided to take my first steps at trying a few lessons.
Right.
Got inspired by seeing everyone in their costumes and the glamour.
It's exciting.
And the smiles. There's not enough smiles these days, and the beautiful smiling. and out of that, we work really hard. We're dedicated to the art and sport of ballroom or competitive dance sport, and that's how we became 3-time Canadian, 2-time North American champions.
That's exciting, and now you're sharing with other people.
Well, exactly, and I think that's one of the things that ParticipACTION really, enjoyed about our story is that we are attempting to inspire people of all ages. So you can be elderly, young kids, through our school programs especially. And it's amazing with the TV shows now that so many people get exposed to all the love and elegance of dance.
And it's so doable by so many people.
Yeah, there's so many different levels. You can start off with a raw beginners. We have our absolute beginners program, but to the highest championship level for those who really aspire to be the best in this skill and art form. Right. And it's not only that, it's just getting out and moving and listening to music that people enjoy. Right. And it's a cross range of music. It's everything from your rock and roll big band to cha-cha, rumba. Hopefully you'll learn to do something. Yes. Shimmy and shake with all of us.
But there's also the joy in this that, yes, very active and a lot more exercise than people would even realize, but social too.
Exactly.
Making friends.
People always say, I can't believe I'm sweating. It's 45 minutes into the thing, and I didn't feel it, but they're pouring with sweat.
You know what? It's a core strength thing. There's so many muscles to keep your posture to move.
Usually in a class, we have the women's dance tone class, which is fitness-based. And you start off with warm-ups and that. And then you use rumba to kind of ooze each ounce of your body.
Rumba is surprisingly difficult.
It is. It's true.
Because it's slow and you think, oh, that's easy.
Very, very much so. It's very true, isn't it? Those hips move in strange positions when you try to. But the fun of it is hopefully, right?
Try rumba. Trust me.
I'm sure she's a great pro at it, right?
No. It's really hard.
I don't believe it at all.
Fun. But all of it's fun, and it also comes with that satisfaction of mastering a skill.
Exactly, exactly. And I think different people find different things. For when I first learned ballroom as a man, I love the fact that it's like a game of chess. You take this beautiful lady, you're shifting her around the floor, someone's in the way, and you go, oh my God, what do I do? But yet you can't telegraph to the audience that there's a problem. So you show her off, and then you move around again.
That's cool.
And because there's so many judges on the floor, you have to be seen, and that's why you see the beautiful ball gowns, the crystal ball gowns, which they're not real diamonds, but they're close enough.
They look great. They look fantastic.
Exactly.
So this is danceScape.
That's right.
Which is your operation.
Exactly. We've been here since 2001, sharing, with everyone here in the community to get out there, move, dance, whatever it takes to do. We have people, who complement this with their fitness activities, regular fitness activities, but incorporating dance with it as well.
Well, I'd love to invite people to check out your website.
Oh, thank you so much.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, because of ParticipACTION, I'm blogging all about our experiences on roberttang.com and danceScape.com, as well ParticipACTION.com. If anyone can just go to let others know how they're inspired by not only dance, but other art and sports, and they might be featured in the television commercial as well.
Okay. And you know what I think we should do? We should get the cameraman to try the rumba.
Yes.
What do you
say? All right,
say?
let's go for it.
Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that right now. More
Can you move your hips like just a little bit? Oh, okay, are you ready? Here we go. Here we spin. Now we dip. Oh, and now we spin you.
Our family came to Canada from Malaysia in the early 70s when I was just a little boy. Throughout my life, I battled chronic shyness, but through the sport of ballroom dancing, I could communicate easily through facial expressions and body movement. Leading a partner around the floor is challenging for both body and mind. It also keeps me active while I'm having fun. Passion is ballroom dancing.